Mr. F, Curb, BWAR, James may be joining us later, 7N may be joining us later, and we have Kevorkian and myself representing the modern era of players. I guess we'll be asking questions. They're just gonna. I guess we'll go through each of you one at a time and tell me first tournament, where you met each other, how you got into how BERT was founded. I guess that's a big thing, and then I guess since Swedish is a big thing now, his origins and like how he changed over time. So whichever you guys started first in the game, I think you should be the one to like kick it off.
Who started up? Maybe was it me or Frank?
I think Aaron and Arjun were like the original people that played.
And what year?
Aaron and John were before me.
Yeah, me and John Lou started.
I was a 64 head.
Yeah, but I converted you.
Yeah.
So this was like
Okay.
March 2007. We have the first Holmdel tournament. That's when you guys all met each other.
No.
No, we were friends
Probably-
before that.
Okay.
Aaron and I have been friends since we were 8 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? That's like 18 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really start. As far as Melee though, I started in summer of '06. I was like doing volunteer work at a hospital, and I was just playing at my buddy John's place one day, and we were like getting bored of like EV training our Pokemon, so we were like, let's see what GameCube games you have. And then
Wait. You guys were EV training your Pokemon at age like
Yeah.
10?
no, this was sophomore year of high school.
Oh, you guys were older. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so we saw what GameCube games he had, and we were playing Melee, and he was playing Ganon, and I was playing Kirby. Those are our mains. And then I out of nowhere, I was just like, you know what? I wonder if there are like pros in this game. And then we looked up like, I think we typed in just like SSB. Like I think we just typed in like Super Smash Bros. Pro or something, and then we saw, Ken vs. Bomb Soldier, and then since then it was a wrap. So. We had like random events in people's houses in Holmdel. Like Arjun would come, another guy's now, but he only entered a couple tournaments. But and we would just have like doubles most of the time, just doubles, or sometimes we have singles. But they would all just be like, I think everyone just kind of threw in $1 and we would just play, something like that.
Was that before you knew that other people were doing that, or you like knew they had their own tournaments and you just wanted to host your own?
No, we didn't know that about like the local scene or anything. We didn't actively seek it either. I mean, we found Smash boards eventually, but we didn't do much searching. I think.
We had like 10 people in Holmdel who were all like around the same level. So like we didn't even feel any need to go to tournaments. We just like watch the videos and then like play each other, and that's what it was all about.
Yeah, and we all lived within like 10 minutes maximum of each other, so that was the best thing about
So
it.
who were?
Aaron's son here.
Yeah, we did.
Dude, I feel like Aaron was like the start of the new age,
Yeah,
but like he should be here, but he's not.
yeah. He'd also be hilarious to listen to.
Yeah.
With his goofiness.
So who were like the first 10 BERT gamers? Or like what is BERT and why did it start out of that group of Homedale people?
Well, basically it was kind of like a few groups clashing at once. They were all Homedale. Like there was my grade, which was me, Arjun, War, and John Lou, who's an SC test. So it was basically our group realizing that other groups played, and then we met Peter Ye and another one was Tom Su. He was we all basically realized we played at the 2007 Holmdel Smash Tournament, and then from there on, I think we just kind of made more of an effort to actually meet up with each other and play. I still wasn't really friends with like Frank until he came to TCNJ, which was like about a year later, year and a half later probably. But I started playing with Peter like pretty consistently, even though I didn't know him outside of Smash. We would just kind of go to each other's houses and play. And then Aaron's son, Frank, and James would kind of play together. I know Bert also, Kevsu also played with them, and Eddie and Oscar, who they're not here yet, but. So it was kind of like we had three age, like we kind of were divided by our like what grade we were in high school, and then eventually we like all started playing together. So it was like the before and after kind of.
We would pretty frequently have like you know, 6-7 person fests on like the weekends.
Dude, we would have it like multiple days a week, like over the summer and stuff. Just,
Yeah, those are the days, man.
they were.
I would get sick of playing Smash because like we play Smash, it was like every day.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we all started playing together really often. That's when everybody actually started getting good.
Yeah.
Like before that, we would just kind of like learn tech skill with every single character. Like we'd like, you know, learn how to play Fox, learn how to play Falco. I learned how to do like a bunch of Samus stuff, which I don't think anything.
That's so funny.
And like when we all started playing together, that's when we actually started getting like competitive with each other. Because it used to just be like a kind of like a toss-up with every game, and we weren't playing really fast, and we weren't playing really competitively. We were just like playing
We
each other.
were learning tech skill and like doing our best to apply it, but it was more like forced application as opposed to like knowing what you're doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember, like me and Arjun would play all the time, and then we started like eventually we started doing sets with each other, and then even if sometimes we would just throw in like $1 and just be like, look, you know, let's play a set.
That's serious, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, we used to. So actually, this is it gets interesting. So from my perspective, my freshman year of college. So when Aaron and I went to college, that's when everything sort of like split off, and like I kind of thought like, okay, maybe I'll stop playing now.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, Aaron started playing Brawl. Just in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, I can explain, but continue.
Aaron played Brawl for a while. I mean, he was just like winning all the TCNJ tournaments literally for free.
There were just no Melee players at TCNJ, and Brawl just came out. I was still convincing myself it was good.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Whatever helps you sleep. But, so Aaron started playing Brawl, and then I thought I was gonna like stop playing freshman year, and then I got to school, and obviously I had Melee, and my roommate was kind of like a casual, but like he played cheap, and he knew how to like F-kill F-air and stuff, and he was like, kind of like James.
Yeah.
Actually, his name was James too.
Oh man. I don't know
Yeah,
James
so
right
like, we would play, and then all of a sudden, one day we were playing with the door open, and we had the music going really loud and stuff, and this nerdy white kid knocks on the door. He's like, "Hey guys, are you guys playing Melee?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I jump in for a game or two?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he just literally wrecked us. This was Cheez-Its Peach.
Yeah. Old school.
Cheese it.
So then that's when I actually started learning like how to play Melee, like how to mix up your techs, and like how to like, cause like Peach is like, he would punish the crap out of me for everything I did. So for like probably a month or two, like I would have trouble getting a stock off of Cheez-It, because he was just like, he actually had tournament experience, and he's played with like Swiftbase and Eggum and all these guys.
Yeah, the whole tunes thing was all him and those guys.
Yeah. So Cheez-It used to be very good. I mean, in New Jersey, I think he was like on the power rankings, and he was like really good.
We should get Cheese It in here.
Yo, yeah, we should have got him.
I'll ask him if he's around right now, yeah.
Get back to me.
He hosted the first tournament me and James went to.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him.
remember that.
Oh yeah. Another thing is like, I remember when like me and Arjun would have sessions all the time, like before college, and I always had an edge because I had like I played with like John Lou for longer. I played with like Peter and stuff, so I had like a more experience. And then that winter break, Arjun came back after playing with Cheez-It a lot, and he was just like, and all of a sudden we were just like going like head to head, like even. And I was just like, I was so amazed because I figured, you know what, Arjun probably just stops playing altogether, and like, you know, we'll see what happens. And then I played, and I was just like, whoa, like who is this guy? Like, so that was the most pleasant surprise, I would say, for sure.
Yeah, and then that's like sort of started like reviving it, because like again we thought like at least I thought like, all right, Melee is like probably a done phase in my life, and now it's like time to be social and stuff. But then And then I found that Joe Young was at Rutgers, and a Spammer was at Rutgers.
Oh, Doyoung. Oh, shit.
Spammer was like Music King level, or Music King type good. I don't think he was on Music King's level, but like, he would like pick DK and just wreck everybody for like 3 hours. And like, you know, he wouldn't drop anything, he would tech chase you, he would do all that stuff. So then, like, there started being Rutgers tournaments, and, like, sometimes Aaron and Frank would come visit Rutgers, and we would play with Aaron's son.
Yeah, until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
So that's when we started getting
James
really
is back.
competitive with each other. And then we had a couple Holmdel tournaments over that first summer. Like, pretty much that first summer back from college, we literally played every single day until like 3 a.m.
Was I there?
Isn't that also when you had your injury, Aaron?
Yeah, I had so basically before I took Melee seriously, I took basketball seriously. I played at TNJ for like 3 months.
What were you thinking?
And then, so after and I already had torn my ACL once before in high school basketball, so after the second time, my second surgery wasn't completely successful, so I just started like slowly shifting my attention more towards Melee. So that was kind of like, I felt like I was missing the I don't know, just the competitive feel of it, I guess the adrenaline rush I get from basketball. So I was like, hey, you know, when I have a tight tournament Melee set, I kind of feel like that void is being filled.
Hey, shut up.
James.
So that was like the main reason for that. But,
Yeah, your mom actually used to like call me once in a while and be like, hey, can you like come over and hang out with Aaron because he's like sitting in the basement injured. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And we would just come over and like smash for like 7 hours straight.
yeah, I didn't know she did that. That's funny.
Yeah.
But that was good because I was just like super depressed, so I couldn't play. Like I used to play in like 4 leagues at a time in basketball, and now it's just like everything's gone. It's like, it was a bad time in my life for sure. So good looks, man. How about Frank? Tell
Yeah,
us your
Frank.
story.
We have to hear about Swedish and Frank now.
Frank, you're about to
It's
tell us
hard
about
with
the
me.
Luigi.
Oh yeah, it started with me. So like basically, I was talking a lot about Aaron's son, but he's like the person that like James and I bought Melee when it first came out, you know, in like 2000 or 2001, and like we played like casually and stuff. But like it wasn't until Aaron's son told me about tournaments, and he was taking it seriously. He would like short hop laser with Falco and like grab combo with Sheik, like down throw F air with Sheik, and we couldn't beat him. You know, he was like the guy at the birthday party that no one could beat. So essentially, like he told me about like tournaments, and I'm like, dude, are there like pros for like every like character? And he's like, yeah, man. And like he showed me a Luigi video, and it was Conmaster, like old school Conmaster, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy is so good. I want to play Smash. And he showed me the crew battle with East Coast, West Coast at OC3, I think, or it was either that or FCD. I keep on forgetting. But like that was like the video that I watched, and I was like, oh my god, this is like so cool. So what happened was, this is back in like 2008, and like I didn't have a GameCube. The GameCube that we had was like broken, and I didn't have any controllers. So what happened was, there's this guy on my swim team, and he was like, my neighbor was like selling his GameCube because he was getting a Wii. That's when the Wii like first came out. And I was like, oh man, I'll buy the GameCube off of you, you know? And then this other dude wanted to buy a GameCube too. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I want this GameCube. And he's like, oh, I'll let you have the GameCube if you like come to this church service on like Friday night. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, okay, I'm really desperate for this. Like, I don't want to like go out of my way to get it from the store, because then I don't want to like to drive there and whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to this fucking church thing. So I go there. I'm not religious either, so like everyone was praying, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just doing this for the GameCube, and I eventually get it, and so I start playing. So I finally get it, and I start playing, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm learning how to wave dash and all that stuff. And then like I would force James to play, because like no one else would play.
We all forced James to play back then.
Yeah. James
Yeah,
like
James
hated.
would always want to play like other games and stuff.
He'd want to like, oh man, we should play Giant Melee, or like, oh let's play.
We just get bored of it.
I want to play Call of Duty and all that.
Yeah, he was a big Call of Duty guy. I remember that. And like I would force him to play, and I would be like losing, and I'm like, oh my god, all you're doing is like can't be me. It's so annoying. And even then, I would still like force him to play. And like, I think after a few months, I started being Aaron's son, and that was like the highlight of like my career at that point. Like, yeah, man, I was like down smash as Falco with Luigi, and I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. You know, I was beating him, and he was like playing for over a year already. So I think I entered my first tournament very, very shortly after I started. Like, I entered. It was like May. It was in, like, I think Memorial Day weekend. James and I went to our first one, and like, it was just so awkward for both of us because like it was the first time we were in that situation, and we wouldn't even like play games. Like, I think my first friendly was with Chainix actually, because I just remember him being like the only person there that like was playing by himself or something, and like we just jumped in with him, and then that was like my first.
Which tournament was that?
This was it was what Cheese had hosted. It was a Tunes bi-weekly in Neptune.
Damn.
Yeah. And like there was pools. I remember I didn't make it out of pools, and James played Samus, and like I lost.
Dude,
Yeah, he lost the Codcat. I lost to.
The tournament that Treble and Bass were at.
Yeah, Treble and Bass were still
There was
playing.
like two big ass guys.
Two big black. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were so like nice and funny, but they were so good. Like they just wreck everyone.
I vaguely remember those names.
But that was my first tag was actually Luigi, like Liu-E-G. That's how I spelled it.
Told us that, right?
Yeah, and so like I think after that tournament though, I stopped playing Luigi because I just did better with Jigglypuff. I was like dual maining at that point, and so and even James was like, "Oh, you should make Puff, man. You're really good with Puff." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then what happened? Oh yeah, then like that was only like the first like 6 months of me playing. So like I was like obsessed with this game. Like I would like spend weekdays on Smash Boards.
You were the most obsessed. You were also the reason why, like,
Frank was like, he was like the voice of reason. Like anytime there would be like a dispute, like oh, can Marth get out of Sheik's down throw if
Frank
she grabs again? Frank would be like, yeah, all you have to do is to DI up and right. You guys are stupid.
yeah, he'll like link you the
Yeah,
stuff.
it's so funny because like in the beginning I was like that.
We would just go
And, like-
based off of like how we felt. And like Frank was like, no, Frank knows.
Frank was the one. Yeah, he was the one who was like, I have this Smash Bros. Plus linked, and I'll show you.
Yeah.
And, you know,
What a nerd.
yeah, he was. He still is, but he definitely was back then as well.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wait, so Frank was like,
Yeah, you're here. You're here.
if Frank had all that knowledge, was he better than you guys at
Hello?
this whole time?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I'm back.
I would say
Hello.
Yo, you're here, yeah.
Frank.
Okay. But yeah, like it's funny because like back then I was obsessed and like reading all the moves and stuff and what characters can do. And now whenever someone mentions frame data, I'm like, what a fucking nerd, man. Let's play the game, man. It's like a complete like 180 from what I used to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't even go on Smash Bros anymore. I'm not even like on the Jigglypuff R&D thread. I got tired of it. I'm like, dude, everyone here just jacks off to Hungry Bots and like these fanboys are here. Like, I don't even want to be here anymore.
The Jigglypuff R&D thread just like back air again.
Yeah, like,
The whole
like
thread.
back here.
No, there was like some people like saying like trying to optimize like punishes and stuff, but like the character discussion thread in Smash Bros is like straight trash now. Like there are random people posting and like I haven't visited it in like months.
I remember you were saying that Risen was trying to make a Puff guide.
Yeah, I even PM'd him. I'm like, Risen, dude, like
Don't do it,
didn't-
man. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
like you're not dipped in your Apex pool, man. Like there are already like there are so many guides, man. Like everyone's making a guide for Jigglypuff. I'm like, dude, we already have like 2 guides. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like much has changed, right?
Yeah.
Hungry Box does like crazy like edge cancel stuff and like he like I feel like he gets grabs when other puffs don't, but I feel like that's just Hungry Box being really good.
Yeah. Like so.
Not Hungry Box knowing some information that other people don't.
But basically, I think like I got to the point where I'm at just like grinding out games with everyone here. But, like I think what
Me too.
yeah, Aaron and Arjun said basically we just like played a lot with each other. Like I think I don't really know how we like got good compared to everyone else, because even though, because like we were just playing each other the entire time, you know, like we were used to each other, what we did and whatnot. And only I think in the past like 2 years or so we actually like started going out to tournaments more and whatnot. Because like I was busy with school, like I would do non-Smash stuff at school because TCNJ didn't have a Smash scene like it is now.
The Smash scene was just me and you at TCNJ.
And that was only for 1 semester. So like,
But I think I know how we got good just playing each other, and I think it's because when we would play each other, we would try really hard to like disrespect each other. I really think so. And so like we weren't just like doing the same thing over and over again. It was always like who can make the other person look more stupid.
I think maybe you and Aaron did that, but I definitely would go for like the same combo with the work. Like I would do up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. No.
Yeah, but I feel like
In a way, that
you
makes
would do that in a disrespectful way, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'll take it.
Wasn't working, you would just be like, how many times can I up tilt you to make you look
Yeah. I feel like I had 3 waves of improvement. The first one was my initial starting to play with John. And then the second one playing with Arjun. We'd have like series sets and stuff. And then the third time was when me and Frank started playing consistently at the TCNJ. And those are like my 3 big level ups, I would say, of my early Smash career.
Yeah, I actually think that's why you and James are so far ahead of me right now, because I never had to like grind out with Frank for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's so valuable.
Okay, I definitely take credit for like BERT improvement in like 2010 to like 2014. I think like those years, because like I feel like my house was like the BERT central.
Your house is the training ground, but also your play style is like very like you can't sneak anything by you. So like I feel like you just like always punish every bad move, and like you don't let anything slide. And so like you kind of like beat the bad habits out of like the people you play.
Yeah, damn right.
I think that's the secret for why James is so good, is because
Seems good. Oh no. QERB, can you go back to where you started saying why James is so good? Because that's where they got muted.
his brother and Frank's partner was Frank. And I think
Dude, I feel like every group needs a puff main. Like every Smash group needs a puff main to get good. I honestly believe that.
yeah. Because it's like
Dude, Frank, I feel like I never played your puff. All the puffs
Yeah,
in
that's
these
true.
groups,
No, because like I would play other characters, but still, like there were days when I would play it for like an hour.
But Frank's and other characters play it like a puff, where they're just like, they just wait for the opening and punish you. And I think that in itself is good.
Frank was the originator of the dib style.
Would you like to expound on that?
Oh, can we talk about dib?
Yeah, it is pretty important to the BERT crew.
So who's did?
Can I talk about some inappropriate stuff?
Dib is a lifestyle. Dib is not a person.
Oh. I thought you were referring to someone who had the tag.
No, it's an acronym.
It started like what, like 7-8 months ago? Probably more actually. Like a year and a half ago. And it started because there was one Nebs where I beat Green Ranger and then I beat Diz Kid. And after the match, Diz Kid was like, dude, can you like give me some tips and tell me like how you did that? Like I don't understand what happened. So I just like shot him like times and ran away. And I looked at him and I was like, I kind of just played like I had a dick in my butt the whole time. And then that's what spawned this movement called dip. You play like games and you just like
Play, man.
My level play is just running away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's like mid-high level is playing dib.
I remember
Yeah, I
whenever
think at the
any
very
Sheik
high
made-
level, they learn how to approach, like, smartly.
Yeah, like if you play dib against me, it probably won't work anymore.
Right.
Wow, you're so good.
No, it's because you give up. You might just give up too much space by playing Dib. And sometimes you just have to like not play Dib because
Way to kill the attitude, man. We're all having fun. And
I'm
then you're like,
saying,
oh.
almost he was going off of that like you need to get to a point to play Dib.
But I think the point of it was like at a lot of times I think like me and Arjun specifically, we kind of hit like a wall because we wouldn't play Dip. The way we played against each other, like in friendlies, is just kind of like constantly approach and enjoy the game more. But we realized like when you get to a tournament setting, that's not how you're gonna win. So
Yeah.
I think that was a good foundation to that we can remind ourselves and
That is true.
apply. Yeah.
Do you think? I think we had sort of like a fall off right after college finished
Yeah.
when we like weren't playing as much, and then we sort of like brought it back. Did that
Yeah, because I
happen,
think
or am I
you
imagining it?
moved to Jersey City for work, and like
okay.
I went to school in a different country, so like kind of just like, and Kevsu moved to Cali, like we kind of just split.
Yeah. Then we started playing more, like, we would see each other more at tournaments. I would still visit Arjun and Hoboken all the time, but, like, Frank was in the whatever God knows islands, and James was at school. So it was basically like I was playing with James at tournaments. Nick started going to stuff. I would see Arjun at Neb sometimes. Sometimes, one time we all went to a Neb together, I remember. That was good.
And we got a keg at my house the night before.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
That was so
Nintendo
fun.
It's a Brooklyn Lager.
Yeah.
Or Brooklyn Pizzler.
That was probably the best keg I ever had.
Oh, by far for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was the only keg I've ever had that wasn't like Natty or Keystone.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's why it's by far.
And here we are now. This is present day BERT.
Yeah.
So,
I need
Growing
another
and
drink.
expanding.
is there a reason? I don't know. I guess maybe give a little bit more explanation of what BERT is exactly.
Oh, we were called Holmdel Smash for the longest time. I think the BERT thing started only like 2 years ago, or like.
Okay.
Yeah, we were
Relatively
Holmdel
recent.
Smash, and then we
Older.
converted to the Smash Gentlemen of Holmdel, and then at one Apex, like Bert Kevsu, he bought like beer and like pizza for all of us and stuff, and then it just kind of became a thing where like we're Bert Gaming now because he's sponsoring us with like food and stuff, and then even beyond that, like he's offered to like pay for my for a flight to Evo and back, like, so it's actually kind of legit. But I think we just kind of roll with it as like we'll just call ourselves Bert Gaming now, and it's fine.
I see.
So
So will you do the
Yeah.
same for like Nick over here? Does he sponsor Nick over here too?
yeah, I mean we're all Bert Gaming. I mean, it's like the like whatever benefits he offers is just kind of on his own whim. It's not like he's not gonna like fly out like 10 people. He's just Kev Sue, like. But the fact that he's willing to do that for me is like really awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
cool.
Kevsu is the biggest homie in our group, for
Yeah.
sure.
He just bought us all like team jackets and stuff, and he's gonna get them like.
Oh, that's a secret. Oh my god, we gave it away.
Oh,
It's not a big deal,
that's pretty cool.
is it? Yeah.
I didn't know.
We gotta
about
get the embroidered and stuff. He was talking about some technical jacket terms I had no idea.
Oh, is Greg available? I feel like we should get Greg in here.
Oh yeah.
that. See if he's
Yeah.
on.
We should talk about Greg and Aaron's son's beef.
Go for it.
I like that. Get some drama going on.
Yeah.
So like, Greg is like.
Wait, what time? Like what month and what year?
This was
this is-
continuous, but probably high school, right? So 2000,
Yeah, this is like when we were.
2008, or maybe 07, 08, 09.
No. Like I'm pretty sure it was like 2010, 11.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like when our class was graduating high school,
Okay.
09, 010.
So Greg is, Greg was kind of like this, like, I don't know. He would do a lot of stuff that you'd be like, Greg, why are you doing that? Like he'd be like, I'm a Puff main, and then play Falcon every single friendly and tournament match.
Yeah.
And they're like, why did you just say you main Falcon? And he's like, no, I'm a Puff main. Like stuff like that. And everybody else would just be like, okay. but Aaron's son would get like super irritated and pissed off.
And it's
about
hard
that.
to irritate that guy. He's normally a very
Yeah.
calm person.
Also, Aaron and Greg, when we would do our little tournaments, would team. And at first, Aaron would like try really, really hard, and Greg would like, you know, kill him and like do stupid stuff all the time. And Aaron would get like super pissed at him to the point that like anytime Greg would talk, Aaron would be like Greg, just shut up. Like, it was like so awkward. And then Aaron sort of went insane from Greg sort of like tormenting him all the time, which he wasn't really tormenting him, but like everything Greg did would piss Aaron off so much that I feel like Aaron got pushed over the edge and became like this like Joker-esque type guy. Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Aaron had a
for sure.
clear, like he was serious for a while, and then all of a sudden, like everything that came out of his mouth was like so ridiculous. And
Yeah, like Greg kind of pushed him over the edge, and he just like.
I don't know,
changed
man.
it.
I feel like I feel like he didn't, cause like Greg didn't. He hung out with Aaron outside of Smash,
yeah.
and it was like fine then, but it was only during Smash. Like I feel like Aaron would love doubles, but he would always team with Greg, and I feel like he would hate doubles because of that.
Yeah, and also
Right.
Greg played Link in doubles, which like you're gonna kill your teammate a lot if you play Link.
I don't know. It's kind of hard for the rest of New Jersey to know because like they don't know Aaron or Greg.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's some videos of Aaron on YouTube and stuff. Like I teamed with him at Apex 2012. There's like a video of like me and him.
Oh yeah, I
playing
heard you
against
guys beat some. I heard you guys beat some pretty good
We
people.
ended Isaiah's career in Melee because
Oh my god.
he lost to us in
What a legend.
doubles of Apex 2013, and he never entered a Melee event since then. But he was teaming
Dude,
with that.
but, and on point, Aaron's son was like really scary. Like his
it was
Falco.
really good. I think at the beginning of time, like Aaron was the best of the younger crew, and then I was the best of like me, you, and John, like the middle crew, and then there was Peter Ye, who was just like the god of Holmdel.
Yeah.
The guy-
And then the first time I ran into Aaron was at the Holmdel tournament. We had like the tightest set ever, but it wasn't recorded, unfortunately. I think it was.
Was this during your Kirby days?
Yeah, I think it was Kirby versus Sheik. Was he Sheik?
He might have been.
No, I think he was Falco. Eventually, you guys did Falco versus Sheik.
Oh yeah. I think he counterpicked me with Sheik, but I think I beat him with Kirby on FD in like last game, last stock or something. It was crazy.
That tournament is like the only tournament that like I wish I was there. Like even with like Genesis, I'm like, okay, I miss Genesis, but like, dude, that's the Holmdel Smash tournament. There was no other like Holmdel Melee tournament ever. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Other
nothing
than
else
what,
mattered.
like at Kev's house and like my house and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I almost think, like, I definitely have a W from one of those tournaments. I honestly think on the people on this, like me, Aaron, Frank, and James,
hmm
probably have all won at least one of the, like, Holmdel round robin fest
Yeah.
or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I have ever won the one.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think I
I
won
remember
two.
beating
James
Greg
won
Puff
most.
in, like, a really tight set or two.
hmm
I definitely remember that. I remember like counterpicking Aaron Son's Falco with Luigi one time, and then trying to counterpick James with Marth with Peach, my twice a year Peach.
I also have this like image in my head of, I think I hosted one, and it was me and James's Sheik in grand finals.
Yeah,
And-
you won.
Yeah, and I remember James, like, the game started, it was on Yoshi's, and James wrecked me the first stock, and then he was Shino stalling, and I just grabbed the edge. Like, I just like jumped and grabbed the edge, and James died, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Dude, back then no one did that. No one had the balls. Like, Chris, do you have anything you want to add, or Nick, or? 'Cause, if you
Yeah, I
let
feel
us
like
go,
we're just
we're just
talking.
gonna
We're just gonna
keep
talk
going on
about
tangents
reminiscing about the past, not like New Jersey past, but just like
Yeah.
what we did.
Okay. Mhm.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the new
Yeah.
generation.
Oh yeah, the new generation.
Chris, I've
talking about me.
literally just done nothing.
Yeah. Well,
No, I don't want to. I want to go actually.
Well, I met Nick at NJIT when I first started going there, and I met him, Alec, and John at the same time, Freikuk and Zofria, and when I first went there, I started playing with them. They were all garbage at the game.
Yeah. Oh my god. I remember the first time
telling me like
Alex
when
came
he
to
came, like, oh my
Hoboken.
god, these guys.
Yeah.
Like I was beating them with my Blink. Like I was using Mewtwo and like making combo videos.
Yeah.
So
They
back
actually uploaded. Yeah, go ahead.
back then, when I played, I started with Doc when I got competitive, and then I think it was like we would do free for alls on the TV, like the big LCD TV,
Yep.
like
And
big
I
50-inch
grinded.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do dash attack, and I would dash the other way, do another dash attack, and then I would dash the other way and do another dash attack.
The windmill of fury.
And it all fucking connected, and we were all so bad.
Yeah. And like at the time, like I was like, I questioned myself a lot. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting worse by playing these guys. Like, we're playing on an LCD TV. Like,
Yeah,
what am I
that's
doing?
when you started coming to Hoboken once a week, and you were like, "Oh my god, thank God I have to play against." Like he would just complain all the time. He was like, "All these guys are so trash." Like I can just play Kirby against them for so long. They
Dude, I
can't-
still can't. No, I'm just kidding. But like, but the reason why I kept going back was because I could tell they all really wanted to get better, and I was just like, how do I leave?
What a hero!
How can I leave a group of people like that where I know they have potential and like they keep coming back every day? And I'm just like, one day it'll pay off, and then sure enough, they got good like hella quickly. And I don't teach them. Obviously, I don't teach them like frame data or any of that shit. They learn that all on their own. But I just gave them like experience, I guess, and it paid off for sure. So.
And, I remember I used to look up shit all the time, like all different types of frame data, and like, oh, what could I do?
Don't you do that now?
Yeah, I do, but it was a lot more like crazy. I only look it up now when I'm curious about some weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I ended up learning a lot from like Nick and Alec, especially because they did all the, frame data work that I never ever would or knew about. So, and even though a lot of it might just be like extraneous and not something you like think about immediately in a match, but it's good to know some things. Like if you can confirm that something works, you'll be more confident when you're playing. Something like that, it helps for sure. And they also looked up frame data about my character, which is good because
Because no one does it.
Yeah. I think I have a feeling I know Alec looked it up because he's like trying to figure out how to beat me, and then I think Nick just kind of was like curious. That's my guess.
Man, I don't even remember. I remember before you showed up, there was Akil. And Akil would always beat us. Like
yeah, he was like the king of NJIT.
He would go Zelda the first 2 stocks, and then if you took those 2 stocks, he would switch to Sheik. It was almost like a serious mode or
now
something.
he will try.
And he would just beat up like that was back when like Alec played Puff and Cheek and not Ice Climbers.
Yeah. And then I played him.
All right, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.
Bye, James.
Bye, James.
Oh, we should have had him talk. Oops.
Yeah. Oh well.
He likes
Well,
he's not that important.
So, but I think the first out of band addition to BERT Gaming was probably Doyo,
yeah.
right?
And he
I
was
think
kind
so.
of.
Because he was with us at EVO 2013. And no, we went to pound 4 of pound. What was it? Wait, pound 4, right? With him.
Shoutouts to the homie, man. Doyoung is the man.
Yeah, he taught us so much, man.
He taught us so much.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like, his Fox and Falco used to have such filthy tech skill, like, man.
Yeah, it still does. I've
So
watched.
he was the first out-of-band addition. Then who else did we add? I feel like, did I add Sam Jacobs?
You added Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sam was like, when I moved to Hoboken, I was like, oh, Stevens is there. So there's a bunch of like nerdy kids. There's definitely going to be like some fanatic but it's nut.
Yeah. But he just happened to live in Hoboken. He didn't go.
Yeah,
he
so
goes
like
to
some
Rutgers.
kid posted in NJSSBM, and he was like, anybody in North Jersey trying to play, and it said like near Hoboken, New Jersey. And I immediately like replied, and I was like, dude, if you're in Hoboken, I live like you can't be that far. Like, let's play. And then he came over, and he got these hands with
Yeah.
like Samus,
Oh.
Doc, Pichu, like him and his friend came over.
Wireframe, what's that thing?
Yeah, like Master Hand. And but then like Sam is probably the quickest learner I've ever met. Like he just started getting so good, and we would play like 2-3 times a week. And like I was getting so much better playing against him because he's Sam. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And then later we added him.
Yeah. He was worthy of the BERT tag.
Yeah, and he's also just the first thing you have to do to be in BERT gaming is you have to like not be a loser. So like
that's definitely rule number one. Yeah, and so with Nick, like a lot of times he would drive me to tournaments and stuff, and then we just talked a lot, and we played in tournament all the time. We entered doubles a few times.
Oh my
Our
god.
doubles team is pretty nasty.
Yeah, when we're playing good and we're not getting cheesed out by down smash.
Yeah, like pretty damn good.
How many sets have we played? Look that up.
I think
I don't know.
now that James has left the room, we should talk about what James was like back when he was a Samus main, and why you think why do you think he exploded in the last 2 years?
I think
We should try and bring him back. I feel like we should try and bring him back
I'd love
and
to have him
share
back. I
have
don't think he
him.
really wants to talk about himself though.
I'm gonna tell him to come back.
Yeah, try.
Yeah. But he like did not care about winning the game. Like I remember when we first started, he would not want to edge hog because he thought it was lame. So like he would literally just kill you by like knocking you far away. Like that was it. Like I remember he only started like doing the whole edge hogging thing after Eggum told him like, yo, you could have beaten Copycat if you just grabbed the edge. He was playing Samus against Copycat's Sheik, and he was like beating him, but he would not edge guard him, so like he lost. And so I think after that he was like, okay, I need to start grabbing the edge and stuff. And I think James was like decent at video games all the time, and like I remember actually when we were kids, like I would beat him in computer games and stuff, and like my mom would have to tell me to let him win, and like I was like, man, like I don't see why I should let him win. He should win
you're
himself.
still holding that.
Yeah, I am. I know, because like I don't win anymore. So it's like only those things and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 are the only games that I like beat him in. So like I still hold those things like very dear to my heart, you know. So I think he just like learned really fast, and like I remember he would just like beat me with random low tiers like Ness or like Mario or like Game & Watch, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like I'm playing Luigi, I'm playing Jigglypuff, I'm playing Fox. I shouldn't be losing these low tier. And like I feel like because he didn't like do any research at all, like I would research the best moves and like all the things to do in situations.
Were you inspired to do that because you were losing to James? Were you trying to?
No, I think like I was just like really interested in the game at first, because like I would like grind out tech for like an hour a day or something like that.
I used to do
and
that
like
too.
yeah, I would just like play a computer, but he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't practice. He wouldn't read any thread, and like if he didn't make a thread, he'd be like, "Oh, how do I beat Game & Watch with Marth?" or something like. It sounded so ridiculous and troll. But like I think he only started he would like main Fox and Falco first, but like he only I don't know how he got like good. He was always like, I thought he was always better than us, because like I obviously played with him a lot, and like I just feel like eventually he started traveling more. His breakout tournament I think was it was
When he beat Hax.
Yeah, it was the Switch.
no it was when he beat Eggum for the first time in the Philly tournament. It was like Northeast Championships, I think. We were like in a hotel that had a really big fighting game tournament, but we were like in a side room, like a closet basically, and like we were playing Melee, and that's where he like beat Eggum for the first time.
Yeah.
And then like
What year was that?
I think that's what like set him off at first. I think that was.
Do you know the month and year yet?
2012 or 2011.
And he wasn't planning to play Sheik against Eggum. I think Eggum told him like,
Yeah, Eggum told him like, dude,
and he was like,
Sheik.
okay. And then he played Sheik against him and beat him.
He deserved it. He deserved it. Can we talk about the Falcon challenge and how when James beat Hacks?
Oh yeah, so like
That's all
there was
deserved to the
this
boys.
break where we were at my house and we had a Falcon challenge where like there were like 5 different people and then James, and he was playing Sheik and we were all playing Falcon against him. So like we would just try to beat his Sheik with Falcon, and I think
Like
Aaron's
one
son was-
match.
Yeah,
What was
just
that?
one.
Yeah, just one match, and then we would just like rotate to see who would like actually beat him. But I feel like he learned how to play Falcon first during like that night, because like I think he didn't lose a single game, and Aaron's son was the closest to beating him. But like I think because Aaron did beat him, he wouldn't have been able to like beat Hags. I feel like if he did lose.
That challenge went on for like probably around like at least 4 hours, I would say. And then the reward was whoever won with Falcon, we would all go to 7-Eleven and everyone would have to buy that person taquitos. So we all really wanted it, and we still couldn't beat it. Yeah, I think there's still a video somewhere of Aaron's son was the closest to beating James, and it was just like the saddest, because I think this was all recorded.
And I'm pretty sure he like dropped something. Like,
Yeah, he was like he
had to
was
win,
like
like
up
he
air
got a
to knee
stomp on
combo,
him or
and he just like
something.
missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were all like crushed, and James just won everyone. Like it didn't matter. Even our Falcon mains at the time, 7 and BERT, they were both there, and they both lost, kept losing also. So I think that's how I think James definitely got really strong against Falcon. And then the next like Zenith or whatever it was, he beat Hacks, and then he beat Scar. And,
Yeah, it was a smash occur.
yeah, Smash Acre, as he calls it.
Smash Acre.
Wait, I always thought it was Smash Acre.
No, it's smash occur like massacre, but
Yeah,
he
like
says smash
massacre.
Acre.
Why is it spelled that way?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's spelled as if it's massacre, but it's.
I have been summoned. What's up?
Oh yeah, you're right.
We want you to tell your side of the whole getting good thing.
What?
Tell us.
Yeah,
We want to
just-
hear your origin story.
I'm
Talk
not
about
good
yourself.
though.
Tell us your first tournament and your first, I don't know, your first thoughts in Melee.
Oh, Frank brought me to my first tournament, right? He said that at Cheez-It tournament,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it was really awkward. But Eggum was really nice, so I just like hung out with him. And then he gave me his aim afterwards, and we talked about like how Samus can up B out of shield. It's like almost as good as a shield grab. He's like, wow, I wish I had that. Because like I was a Samus main, right? And then that was the point where I realized like Samus is really broken.
You played Samus and Mewtwo. I remember this.
I didn't play Mewtwo like seriously though.
So
You
you
didn't
like
play
the
Samus
Charge B
seriously either.
characters.
But yeah, I didn't play Samus seriously because I would win with her too much. And, you know, so that's when I like started playing Fox, and I really liked his forward smash. So like I would just forward smash with Fox all the time, and I ended up maining him for quite a while.
James, do you remember beating Eggum for the first time?
Yeah, that was at NEC. That was in college, dude. That was not that long ago.
Okay.
That was like
That was like
5
freshman year.
That was like 5 years after I played. Like it's pretty
Is
recent.
it 2010? 20...
I think 2011. I think
2012, dude. Is NEC
2012. I don't remember.
I
2011, 2012.
I was in college at that point. That was December of my freshman year.
Oh, it was 2012. It was 2012 because it was my senior year.
Alright, so
Yeah.
it is pretty recent, yeah.
It's really recent. And then like the next month I went to Tunes and I lost him, so it's like not big of a deal.
But then you beat Hacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I beat Hacks.
We were talking about the Falcon challenge and how we you know, enhanced your Falcon matchups.
Oh yeah, for the taquito.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it was so like hard for me because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I played against Falcon so much. I was like, Falcon's pretty good. Like he. punches
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't think that back then. I'm pretty sure.
Dude,
I think the whole Falcon hate thing has been like going on for like the past year.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
dude, James, you used to be like, wow, Falcon's so bad.
I used to think that, but like in deep down inside, I'm like, yo, if I make a mistake, I get like wrecked really hard. I definitely knew that back then. That's why like Aaron almost won an FT, and I felt like I didn't deserve that win. Like
You definitely
you
didn't.
remember that recording of him like almost killing me off an up throw, and then he just like he messed up. He just like Fox fell like way too early or something,
Mhm.
and then I won the match only because like he made a mistake. It wasn't because of like me playing good.
So you felt like Falcon had potential, but
Yeah, it
um,
was just like your Falcons did not have potential.
Wow.
rip.
Rip,
Yeah.
rip in peace. Holmdel Falcons.
Holmdel Falcons.
Dude, I felt
Yeah,
like
but then you beat Hax's Falcon, which was like the best Falcon.
I had no clue how that happened.
So like I don't feel that bad about losing the
Falcon challenge.
75 games to your Sheik in a row.
Yeah, that was really weird. That caught me by surprise too, cause like I was like still doing Falco back then too. So game 2 I went Falco and lost barely.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, because I thought because back then it was like Hax, Rex, Sheiks. You should not go Sheik against Hax. So,
Yeah, he's like, oh, the only Sheik he loses to is Music King.
which was true at the time.
Yeah, but then James just like kind of like stood there, and whenever Hax would try to go in, he would hit him with something, and then like I could like see on the screen, like I could see Hax getting like so like frustrated because like James was just basically like anytime Hax would come in, James would either grab or F tilt him and then hit him again.
Yeah. There wasn't even like player cams back then. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You would just hear Swedish.
Yeah, but you saw like the second set, he took it way more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was expecting that from James at all. The first set.
And then James got triple need and ended up on GR GR Smash. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Dude, that's a combo. I can't believe that's a
get
combo.
triple need. Yeah, I got triple need by S2J the first time I played him. Oh, my camera's gone. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, it's back. There you go.
Hey.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I still felt Falcon was really hard back then. Back then it's because like Samus was my best. I kept on winning with her in Holmdel. So that's why it was Samus. But
No, I'm pretty sure you were just playing against me, dude. You never
dude,
played
I
against.
thought my by far my Samus is my best character, and whenever I went Samus, I would never lose to anyone in Holmdel. But I would lose to other characters.
I don't think I ever played your Samus back then.
Okay, I would play against Greg and John Liu, and like earn stun with Samus, and I would win.
Yeah.
Like I definitely beat Frank a lot with Samus too when he was Luigi somehow.
Oh yeah, I thought Luigi Samus was impossible for Luigi. Like, I feel like, oh my god, Samus just outranges Luigi so much.
Yeah. Now we know that Luigi is pretty good.
Just a quick side note. That's another thing about BERT Gaming. I feel like a lot of other crews, like when they sit and play friendlies, like they only play their mains. We like have always switched characters every single match, like when playing friendlies.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to James.
But then, so I like playing Fox a lot because he had a really good forward smash. I really like hitting with it.
Of all the moves, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun kick to do. So I guess I made Fox from like 2010 to like 20.
You didn't even know how to drill shine. You would just like hit people.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would still take people like last stock and stuff because Fox is broken. Like you don't even need the shine, and Fox is still broken.
The shine is a great.
Yeah, I couldn't shine like wave shining is like I can only do it now. Like I couldn't do it years ago.
I remember you used to like. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, so like I played Fox for a while, and then who else would I use?
Falco. You use Falco.
I try to switch around with Falco too because like the Shiz was using Falco, and I was like, yo, Falco's so cool.
Yeah,
how he
everyone loved Shiz back then.
Yeah,
and then he held his gun sideways, so I'm like, yo, that's so cool compared to like, holding it upright. So I'm like, I gotta play Falco. He's just a cooler character. So like I would go Falco, and then if I lose, I would like go Fox on Rainbow Cruise. But then once I would just only go Falco, like regular stages. Fox on Rainbow Cruise, I don't think I lost a game except to like Hungry Box and Hacks on Rainbow Cruise. That was such a bad stage. I can't believe it actually existed.
It was great to take ice climbers too. I love that.
And then I would play Sheik only against Marth. I don't know how that happened. I think just because I was able to down throw slap.
No,
And
back then you could even do down throw chain grab and
oh yeah, I could
know how to
chain
DI
grab.
out
Yeah,
of it.
people had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, all the
Like-
Marths just thought it was an auto chain grab until like
Yeah.
40%, and then you get
It was
still
probably like
slapped.
I don't know who I would go against, but like I remember the one time I played Cheek not against the Mars was against Stad by a Nipple in like 2010 Apex, and somehow I did Cheek on Brinstar against his Falco, and the only reason why I won is because he SD'd, but then I 3-socked him on Battlefield for some reason. So at that point I was like, oh, maybe I could use Cheek as a secondary and not just because it's a Brinstar counterpick.
I can't imagine Sheik being particularly amazing on Brinstar anyway.
She wasn't. Like
Yeah.
the only reason I won is because he side B off.
Yeah, but you could Chino stall on the lava.
I know,
If
but
you're
like,
used to chain.
Yeah.
yeah, but I didn't know how to Chino stall back then. I was just doing things. Yeah, and then I would go Sheik against Mars because as a Fox Falco main, I didn't know what I was doing. I would lose against every other Peach too, but like there weren't that many Peaches back then, so it was okay. I didn't need to go Sheik against Peach.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was only I went Sheik against Eggum because he told me to. So that's it. He told me to go get Sheik against Chillin' Dude. I got 2-0'd. He's like, don't worry, no, like, yo, you could definitely do it. I'm like, all right. So I went Sheik against him when I won. So
Hey.
Good try.
yeah, and I still wasn't confident with Sheik until like months later.
And now you're like, she sucks. She's low tier.
Sheik still sucks, but it's all right.
I don't think it's that Sheik sucks. I just think it's that Fox is too good.
Yeah, she doesn't suck, but only when you compare it to other people, she sucks. But like, she is a good character otherwise.
Well, who's other people like other than Fox?
I think Falco's amazing.
You think
I think
people
Puff
just don't use
I think
Fox?
Falco, Puff, and Marth are also very amazing. Peach is pretty good too, but she loses to Fox, Marth, and Falco. Well, she loses to like the top tier is harder.
You had a Peach phase too. You should talk about that.
Oh yeah, like I played her for fun.
And Doc. You should talk about your Doc phase.
Yeah.
James, teach me how to play Doc.
Yeah. He's like
Dude, I don't know what my
Doc.
doc phase was, other than like I thought he was.
You tried to counterpick Eggum's Fox on on Pokemon Stadium with Doc or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I did pretty well. I think I took a game off. Maybe.
You also wanted to counter Amsa Yoshi with Doc.
Yeah.
I mean, the doc was nothing really. Like, everyone told me it was stupid, and they were right. Like, Apex 2014 on, I even talked to Shroom back then. I was like, Shroom, yo, I heard you're a really good doc main and stuff. It's like, what do you think about Doc versus Fox? And he's like, dude, it fucking sucks. I just lost to, like, Flip Face. And it's like, that matchup is so bad.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, wait, but you beat like Leffen and stuff. He's like, yeah, but like doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean like the match is bad, not bad. So he was completely right. So when I played Doc against Eggum that one Tunes tournament, I just got like wrecked on. Well, I didn't get wrecked, but I like lost pretty hard on FT and Stadium. I felt like even if I took stocks off, it didn't mean anything. I might want to bring the Doc back against Samus. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Me and Kevorkian did a little bit.
Nick
I don't
does
know how-
amazing against Samus.
I don't know how I could do that in practice though. Doc, I feel like it takes way too much tech skill. So like,
I don't know. You hit the jump button and you hit B, and then you fade back and you do the same shit over and over again.
dude, but you have to like have perfect positioning all the time. It's so stressful. I don't know if I could do it with Doc. It's like more like my fault than like Doc's fault. It's way too hard. I never feel so stressed about like positioning than I am with Doc.
I remember you initially picked Doc and Peach because you were looking for an answer to Fox on Stadium and FD specifically.
Yeah.
But then you were just like, I think I'd just rather try Sheik.
Yeah, and then Peach was just like, because I guess there was a time, like in 2013, 2014, like I was just like bored in NJ after Mewtwo King left because I was like winning everything. It was like really way too easy. So I played Peach for fun. And then like Plank and DP came over and lost to them, and I was like, I didn't care. I just want to hang out.
Yeah,
I
you
was,
didn't
like,
defend
I was so
the
depressed with NJ. NJ was so in a terrible spot.
Yeah.
Like after it was like the first Jersey Japes times, and like
Yeah.
I think Sis just came over and stuff, and he still wasn't better than me, so I was like sad. So I was like, oh, like, what am I doing here?
I
And
think
then
Plank and DP were actually Jersey Japes #1.
that was number one.
I think that was the first one, yeah.
Oh,
Let me look
wow,
this
yeah,
up.
I lost him. I barely lost to DP, and then like I barely lost to Blank too.
I remember that.
I just didn't care. I was like, yo, I just want to hang out with you guys because they're not NJ. You know, like
Yeah.
not because they're not NJ. It's just like they're different. It's just like, yo, you guys
Frank
are
was going
all
to it
right.
too, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna link the bracket.
I don't think I was there. I think I was at school.
Me and Frank went to a couple Jersey Japes. I think
Yeah,
every
I
time we
remember
went, we
Frank
won.
beat Carl at one of them, one of the early ones.
Dude, me versus Carl, I was like having palpitations,
That's
man.
so
I was so scared
That
of
was a
losing
crazy
him in
set.
losers. Holy shit.
But which
Dude,
one
That was
was
like one of my scariest matches ever.
That was the early. Must have been early Jersey Japes though.
It was like last year.
I've only been to one Jersey Japes, and I got second.
It's usually Sis and then whoever happens to be there that gets second.
All
Yeah.
right, wait. Is there anything else I need? I kind of want another drink. I just finished my ginger ale and whiskey.
No, I think you can get a drink.
We're just reminiscing
Alright.
about your history.
If you need to summon me again, Aaron, you know what to do.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Alright.
All right, later, Jim.
Bye.
James.
Later, James.
Yeah, that was some good insight. I didn't
Yeah.
realize he was so bored all the time with us.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm involved in that argument. You guys have to
Oh.
entertain him.
No, I mean he likes playing with us all the time. Like he says, a lot of times he says like, we need to get like the BERT boys back so we can actually like have good games and not just play with like NJ scrubs. So he basically he just wants us to like reunite at some point soon.
Do you think he
Yeah, we
wants
all
to
have a
help
lot.
New Jersey get better?
Hmm?
Do you think James actually wants to help New Jersey get better, or is it just more like?
I mean, he started Scarlet Smash. I feel like he wouldn't like try to get people better if he like if he were not caring.
Yeah.
I don't think he would actually like
Put any
like
effort.
yeah, putting effort into it. Like he started like a community at Rutgers. Well, he expanded it. I think
Yeah,
So
but he like openly admits like, yeah, playing like four stocking scrubs. Gets,
dude,
like,
at the last King of Garden State, like there was like no competition for him. Like James
Yeah.
X was probably the closest thing, and he still like 3-0'd him.
And he was drunk.
Yeah.
No, that was the legendary tunes.
Wait a minute. Didn't JSX beat Drunk James one of the King of Garden States?
No, you're thinking of the legendary tunes. I think is it that
It
one?
was one of the.
The one where
Oh, birthday.
The fry
Sweet.
cook
Fry
incident.
Cook called out Dan Logan.
Oh yeah, that was godlike. I just let Alec pop off on the mic. That was hilarious.
And then he.
He was
Oh
banned.
shit! Does everybody know about the story? Or can I like tell what
Yeah.
happened after the stream?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
tell us.
Where Alec like threw up like all over the table and was basically like lying in his own vomit. And, like,
How are we
Reese had
still
to-
allowed at Yestercades? I feel like we're such a hindrance in Yestercades.
Yestercades cannot accommodate smashers the way they want. to.
Yeah, I feel like they're losing money every time we go there.
Well, I mean, it's $10 a person,
think
and
so,
then
yeah,
15
entries.
for the people that
Yeah, but
do.
if you have like Alex throwing up everywhere and like parents are bringing their kids there,
Well,
I feel
that was
like,
one. And that was that was after the tournament too, so all the people were gone.
oh okay.
Yeah, that
Well,
Yeah.
it was
birthday.
a special occasion because it was James' birthday and I was driving him and he asked me, or I was like, what do you want to drink? Like we went to the liquor store before the tournament, and then he was just like, I just want Franzia. so I brought a thing of bagged wine, and then
That's where Swedish Delight weight came from.
yeah, Swedish Delight. It's the best
Oh,
name.
I'm gonna link the bracket for that thing.
Crazy thing. Oh wow, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was super drunk at
So that
that
was
too.
last summer.
I lost to like Lane or something.
Yeah. That was the Sheik from the DR.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good.
He beat Moon at
Wow.
Max Seller.
Yeah.
So those were cool tournaments, the Max Seller tournaments.
Maxella
Cheek
was
sucks.
awesome.
I just
man.
think it's at Fox is
I miss
too
that
good.
shit.
Yeah, she
Although I
doesn't
think Beer
suck.
Man
Though,
would always
like,
get me too
when he
drunk.
compares
and
to
then I
other
would
people, she sucks.
do
But
very
like,
poorly.
But that's
in
just
She's
the
a good
point of the
character.
tournament, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
That's where I beat Beer Man. Oh,
hey,
Yeah, because I was like, Beer Man, maybe we should have like 1 or 2 beers before the bracket. And he was like, no, I think like 5 or something. Dude. They had $3 Harpoon Summer Ales, which is like delicious. So I like couldn't stop drinking those. They were so good.
So you've been talking about an hour. I don't know. Do you guys have any other like landmark historic events that you can recall?
I think we need input from 7N and Grouch because like they're the youngsters with James's group, and actually 7N was like the original with James's grade. He was like the original like Aaron's son of my grade, where he would like beat everyone, and like he was like the #1 guy.
Can you,
But
where
he's
is
not
he?
here.
he said he was gonna come back, and then he never did.
Yeah.
Let me see.
We could also just go through that timeline and like any event you see on there, you could just talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I feel like we covered a lot of it already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My first tournament in 2009 was what was that called? The one in Jersey City.
It's Saffron City, man.
Saffron City.
That's
yeah.
where I lost to Tech 9, and
Yeah.
then I think I went 0-2 in bracket.
Oh man, I did better than you. Well, I lost to Ryan K and DC Scribs, but I was playing Game & Watch, and that was the first time like people were like, "Oh, look at this Game & Watch," and I was like, "Oh man, well people like it, I guess I should keep playing it." And I just kind of stuck with it. That's pretty much, yeah. So.
find the Smashboards post.
Oh yeah, I used to make like guides on Smashboards and stuff. There was like a matchup discussion, and basically at this point it's just whatever I say is true for Game & Watch, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So much power.
We should talk about how QERB literally invented the Game & Watch. Like that's like not an easy thing to do.
When did you start reading Game of
True.
Watch?
Well, I
wasn't
started
from
with
the start.
Kirby. Yeah, I started with Kirby in 06, and then I dropped in probably like 6 months in, and then I just played Falco and Game & Watch pretty much. And I pretty much played them equally in like friendlies, probably maybe a little more Game & Watch, but I think I just picked him because he like looks cool, like in the character screen in the beginning, and then I just like I started doing like looking up like data on Smashboard and stuff.
And
like,
Dire Vulcan.
Yeah, I watch all the every Dire Vulcan video on YouTube. I watch. There's one match with Bomb Soldier playing Game & Watch, and I watched that one like a million times and just trying to like emulate his combo, like seeing what he was thinking in different situations, like extend his combos. Eventually, I realized the whole video is just like his opponent DIing in, but still, it's still really awesome. Like it definitely inspired me to think, oh, I want to do combos like that, and it's actually pretty hard to do. So in order to get to that level, I had to like play it a lot, and by that point, I was like pretty much all in on it. So, but I always had like my other characters are always pretty decent. Also, I always play like whenever I play with Argent Frank, any of the BERT boys, I always play all the characters. So.
Yeah, you
But-
do
Dude,
very
all of the BERT players have surprisingly good mid and low tiers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we like randomly know like the Samus Mario matchup.
Yeah. Whenever anyone goes Mario against me, I'm like, I have B-War practice. This is done. Like, you have no chance. But I think also one of the things is the most rewarding thing for me in the game at the time was like finding new stuff and making it work, and then like it's just super rewarding when you can figure something out that actually is like valuable. So as opposed to like watching a top player play with Fox or something, Marth, and just doing what they do, is kind of like, it feels more rewarding for me than being able to replicate what someone else already does. So, I mean, I don't think it's as much like that anymore, but at the time I did. At this point, if I could replicate what any of the top players did with Space Caesar or something, it would be amazing. But it still feels good when I can like do something that no one has seen before and make it work, and it's like, hey, like I'm the only one who thought of this, so that's always pretty cool.
Holy shit! I'm looking at the results thread for Saffron City, and I see Grills in here, Swift Base is in here.
Oh man,
Swift Base was there. Holy shit!
I'm pretty sure Hacks was there.
Yeti is in here.
Scar was there.
OTG.
Yeah.
Warrior Knight. I think DT Nintendo. It was a pretty stacked tournament. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, this is the
It's funny
second
how
one.
a lot of those guys are still around, man. I just saw OTG like 2.
Oh shit, Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, HBK was. Yeah, it's pretty stacked. Holy
that
shit!
guy was good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I linked both Saffron Cities.
I guess since we're not gonna get a chance to talk to HBK, can you guys like explain his history and what a figure he was back at the time?
I have no idea who he was except that he was a really good Marth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually
That's
talked to him
all I
a lot when he came back for like a couple tournaments. He was at like Super Nebs, and he came to a Rolled Gold with like Waffles and Diz and Professor Pro. I talked to him a decent amount, but he doesn't really like to talk about himself much. He's just like, oh yeah, I think they just, everyone knows him from the M2K Shiz match, and they just want to hear him commentate. He doesn't he didn't brag too much about himself or anything. He was just like,
he was amazing though. His Marth was like amazing. Like
his Marth was incredible. Like
yeah, he's still like really like solid like fundamentally. He was just playing doubles most of the time though. He's not like up to date with like dealing with like crazy tech skill pressure and stuff anymore.
Curb just shuffled his notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was annoying me because it's hanging off the desk.
It's like you're finishing your
I'm like reading out something like
notes on HBK.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go to the HPK section.
his talking points.
Yeah.
Fine.
Did 7N ever respond? I don't see any.
I don't think we shouted out Cheez It enough.
Yeah,
I feel like Cheez It did a lot.
Yeah, let me see if I can get Cheez It. He's probably busy. Cheez It's a cool guy. I met him. He tried to come back for a bit, and then he kind of fell off again.
Yeah, I feel like he just his roommates were all playing, so he was like, "Oh, I guess I'll play." And he would still do I feel like he didn't do that bad. Me and Cheez It at some Nebs beat Beerman and Soft. And it was all Cheez It. I didn't do anything. It was all him.
Oh, that's an amazing win, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an incredible win. It felt amazing.
Yeah.
This was the Soft that got top 8 at Apex.
Yeah. And he's even better in doubles than he is at singles. How did I do in this Saffron tournament?
So I found the results for Saffron 1, 2, and 6.
Oh, I don't know which one it was. I just know it was 2000 October-ish, 2009.
Maybe that's number 2. That's the one I linked, right? The one on September 26th.
Or was it September? I don't know. It was in the fall.
Well, I'm just looking at the Smashboards thread. There's Matt.Zeb was there, Ryan K was there, Just Sex. Was that J-Sex or?
Dude, maybe that was J-Sex. Holy shit.
Or is that somebody else?
J-Sex didn't start until 2012, he says.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is 2009. Guardian Knight, Prague, Nando, I see Aaron, I see Frank, I see DC Scribs.
Wait, how did I do?
There's somebody named Mr. Fucking Watch. You got 17.
Oh, okay.
How did I do? I think I got 64.
25th.
Oh, okay.
Rip.
So,
How many people went?
36 people.
okay. So I probably went 1 and 2 then. Or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember who I beat at all.
Yeah. That's still pretty stacked.
The bracket images are dead, so I can't.
Yeah, I know I lost to Tech 9 winners and then Enzo in losers.
I lost to Ryan K in winners and DC Scribs in losers, and DC was a Falcon main. I remember.
Oh, that was a tournament where I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't play Puff anymore. I should just play Fox because Puff sucks. That's when like my Puff dilemma, I think, reached or started. I think it started.
You definitely had like a character crisis for a while. You actually dropped Puff for a while.
Yeah, did you feel like pressure from people hating Puff and not wanting to main him?
No, it was more like because I couldn't, like, just because I didn't know how to play defensively in tournament. Like, I would play that way in friendlies. Like, in tournament, I would always feel like approaching. So, like, I would always lose to, like, Foxes or, like, top tiers or, like, random low tiers because, like, they would just wait for me to, like, I still do that now. Like, I just lost the tournament because I kept on doing that. But, like, it was when I was like, oh, man, you know, Puff just seems like, she just sucks, man. Like, I can't do anything with her. Like, I can't win with her after a certain point, and, like, I just felt really emo about it. It wasn't because, like, people were like, oh, Puff sucks and whatnot. Like,
No, I feel like you actually liked that. Like, you told me you liked playing Puff because
early on, I was like, dude, like, I like annoying people with, like,
Frank feasts off of people's demise. Like, that's his place.
Yeah.
He wants you to feel bad and not want to play the game anymore.
I mean, that was, like, when I first started. Like, I don't really feel that way now. Not as much, at least.
Kurt,
So-
can you send Cheese It the link?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, shit, he's gonna join.
Okay.
I want to see if he wants to join you.
Robert Weir.
More like Robert Weird.
Oh, got it. Oh, shoot, is that the right link?
I'm finding I'm trying to look for like every Saffron City link I can find.
I think we only went to one, though.
Yeah, I looked.
No,
I
I
only
think we
saw
went
it
to two. We definitely went to two because I remember we went to that, like, there was like a Brazilian restaurant.
No, that was the same one.
But remember, didn't we go again and we were like, oh, we could go somewhere else? Or,
No, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, dude. I think that was the only one we went to.
Actually, I don't really remember how I did in any other bracket there. For some reason, I felt like we went twice. Maybe I was thinking of the tunes in, like, South Jersey.
Yeah, I think you were thinking about that. We definitely went there a couple times.
Some of these team names are pretty great though. Little Rascals All Grown Up with Hacks and J-Man.
That is great.
There's another good one. One of Us is a Drunken Bitch was Vans and Tech Zero. Another Vans and Tech Zero was Gator than MacD and DOH at a slumber party.
Well, I know who the drunker one was. It was definitely Tech Zero.
It was definitely Tech Zero.
I always try to bring up Pounds Forward to Tech Zero, and he's just like, dude, I don't want to talk about it. Like, he doesn't even let me start.
Oh my god, Vans and Tech Zero were also Backdoor Sluts 9.
Wow.
Yo, is that Cheese It? Who's that?
That's Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's back.
Oh,
Yo, Eddie.
alright, yeah, let's talk about his past now, I guess.
Yeah. Tell us about how you were the best in your grade and then, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. Tell us how you used to beat James.
Yeah.
What the? I never used to beat James.
Dude, remember, like, when you were in, like, 3rd grade or some shit, when Smash first came out, you would, like, beat everyone at the birthday parties.
I mean, I did, but I don't know if I ever beat. I think James was one of like the first guys that actually like beat my ass and was like, "Hey,
What?
Like
I
I'm
just
pretty
told
sure.
everyone that, like, you used to beat him.
No, I used to beat like everyone else that wasn't James.
Oh, so who goes there?
That's James.
Robert Weird. Robbie.
Wait, I thought it was... That bass line definitely sounds like one of the Jackbox games.
Oh,
Oh, was that
it
James?
probably was James.
No, it was Robbie Weird.
Oh,
Oh,
It was Rob.
Was it?
Yeah, I saw him.
I just
Maybe
heard the
he
weird
just-
noise.
maybe he
I
just
thought-
clicked on the link I sent him and didn't realize what he was getting himself into. Oh, okay.
Oh well. Well, until he gets back, let's talk about Eddie. What was your first tournament, and where did you meet these guys? And I don't know, you're starting BERT.
Oh, let's see. I think I first met like Curb and them at maybe like Swedish's house or something. James's house at like a random like Thanksgiving Smash Fest, and
they were all like upperclassmen, and I was just like, I was a little uncomfortable going at first. I was like, man, I don't know any of these guys. Like James, I'm scared. But yeah, I went and I just like played with him, and I was used to just like being the best out of my friend group in my grade at least. But like all these guys were like really good, and I was just like losing a lot in friendlies. So I was like, well, there's some pretty good people here that are pretty chill. So I started to like hang out with them more and smash more, and I guess that's how I got into BERT gaming.
Yeah.
My first tournament. I actually used to like not go to that many tournaments just because like my Asian parents would kind of like not want me to go out and play.
Yeah.
I probably went to like 8 on the break, or something. Something that like Chain Ace hosted.
Tunes?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know how I forgot that. Yeah, I went to Tunes starting like my senior year or junior year in high school, and I think I did like okay at them, but I would always lose to like some stupid like I don't know Luigi or some bullshit like that. I just like never really did well. Once I came to college at the University of Illinois, I just like played a lot at my school, and I won like the weeklies and monthlies here most of the time. My first national, I guess, was Big House 4, and I got 65th there. And then I went to Evo, and I got 65th there as well. And then
who did you beat? Tell them about who you beat.
At Big House, I beat. Shit, man, I don't even remember. I think I just beat like Black Panther. He's like a pretty good Fox Falco. I think I beat Fruit Loop in pools, which like I didn't realize he was like really good at the time.
Yeah,
And,
who's Fruit Loop?
He's like this really good Falco Fox player.
No,
Wait, you don't know who he is, Frank?
I was making a joke, dude.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he's so good.
I thought it was funny that Eddie took that question seriously. Who's Fruit Loop?
Yeah. Who is Fruit Loop compared to 7-9? 7-9 killed Dart.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. And then,
didn't you beat like some like J666 or something at Evo?
oh yeah, I destroyed him.
I mean, I know it's Link, but he's still really good.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. I went Sheik against him. I think playing against him, I was just like, I mean, Link beats Sheik, so I mean, Sheik beats Link, so I'll just play Sheik. I didn't know what I was doing in the matchup, but I just won somehow. And then I lost to Abu the next round. He like 2-stocked me twice, and I was pretty salty about that. But he's a pretty good player, so whatever.
Who'd you go against Abu?
I think I played Sheik as well. Just because at the time, like...
Game and Watch.
Oh, yeah, I actually thought about it. I've been, yeah.
Yo, he's been prepping the Game & Watch. He's pulled it out.
Yeah, but it's Armada's Game and Watch, and all. He just like spaces fair. He doesn't use jab at all.
Oh. Yeah, no, I've been working on the Game & Watch in the lab here at Illinois.
Hey, sounds good. I need to see.
Yeah.
What matchups do you usually pick it against?
If Marth counterpicks me to FD, I'll immediately switch to Game & Watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free. It's like a 100-0.
I feel like people in like Reddit threads have told me about your Game & Watch.
Wait, mine?
Yeah. I forgot.
What?
It was like one random one-off in like on a Reddit thread where you came up for some reason, and people were like, "Yeah, your Game." Like they were talking about your Game & Watch.
Yeah. Every BERT member has some sort of Game and Watch. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Maybe not Frank, but everyone else.
My Game & Watch sucks.
I've heard you say that so many times. But without the my in it, just Game and Watch. every time he gets like a kill on me when we're playing, Game and Watch sucks.
Yeah. And he still persevered.
Yeah, didn't matter.
He really tries to put people on tilt.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just his like personality.
What?
You like trying to put people on tilt when
I really don't mean it. I say things
sarcastically a lot or ironically.
Yeah.
But like I do really think that Game & Watch sucks. But like I think like some other characters suck too. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Jigglypuff sucks, even though James was like, "Oh, Jigglypuff's like top 4." I still think she sucks.
Yeah,
No,
but
dude.
everyone thinks their character sucks unless you're a low
Yeah.
tier. Then you think they're good because everyone else thinks they suck, and you want to prove them wrong.
This is so true.
Yeah, and if you're a mid tier, you're like,
You're caught in the middle.
yeah, Nick knows about that. Like, yeah, you're like trying to push your character over the edge, I guess.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you trying to talk the entire time?
Yeah. I think my
Oh, I
thing
thought you were like in a conference call or something.
Oh,
I thought you
no.
like muted yourself.
No. I just
Okay.
like disjoined and rejoined. But Aaron, I found all the videos we recorded when I used to come to TCNJ on my external hard drive.
Oh man, that's from so long ago.
This is from 2009.
Oh my
God.
Oh, maybe
I
that's
have like
where I
at
got
least
the-
60 matches of like my Mario versus your Sheik, my Fox versus your Game & Watch, like all that
man.
stuff.
Oh, this
Dude,
sounds good.
That's probably where I actually had 2 combo videos before Curb Stomps called Mr. Rape and Watch 1 and 2. And that was
That was
back
my
in-
suggestion for the name,
Yeah,
and it got
was.
taken down.
Yeah. No, someone I think someone hacked my YouTube account and
I feel like they just took it down because it was called Mr. Rape and Watch.
They might have, because all my videos didn't get deleted. But back then rape was like an acceptable term though. Like
Yeah, it would be like, yo, I got raped.
Yeah,
I
that was
guess
just like
if I
fucking-
raped-
that was across gaming in general because I use that all the
Yeah.
time, in, like my Halo days.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you do something cool, you just be like fucking rape. You know, like that's
Yeah.
how you describe things. But then people start getting triggered. But anyway,
There's a lot of combo videos with rape in the title.
Rape
Yeah.
times 2.
yeah, exactly.
Rape
That's
ape,
like the best combo video of all time. Rape
ape.
times 2. Yeah, rape ape. That's great. The best DK video I've ever seen in my life.
All videos got taken down.
Yeah. So so that was, I don't know. I probably have like clips from that somewhere in those archives that you found. But they're like pretty garbage at this point. I wouldn't want.
Dude, I still want to see Dumb Vid LOL. I'm so sad that video got deleted, man.
There was actually a BERT gaming combo video called Dumbvid LOL, and it was just like a combination of like pretty sick combos and like really retarded shit, like just like Marth down throwing a Falco and him just dying instantly, like, just random things like that. And but somehow that video also got deleted with my
Yeah, and
channel.
to this day, when something happens, we say like, dump it LOL.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
said
like
Dumb
that's
Vid
going in Dumb Vid LOL too. Yeah.
Yeah, so one day we'll make that for sure.
It's on the-
Yeah. And it also had like a Gucci Mane song in the background, which made it even better. Like,
Dude, that was an amazing song. Only because of Dumb Vid LOL.
What song was
yeah, it was called Lemonade.
Lemonade.
it? Oh, no.
Yeah,
I know that song.
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good song.
Okay.
Wait, Arjun, are you talking? Because I can't hear you again.
No, I'm not. I'm actually watching my Fox versus your Cheek. 2009.
Our Fox says
You
we're
like
super
screen share?
tight.
Yeah, hit the screen share.
Screen share it.
Yo, let's see.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually very curious to see this myself.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have to switch to old school mode. Oh no.
You don't have to. You can just choose a tab. Just don't pick your porn tab.
Not right this second.
Wow.
Can you
I
guys
can't believe
see stuff?
still have that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, can you make it like full screen? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, I actually wore my own tag.
Wow, what a nerd.
That's a try hard.
What a try.
No, but this was back when we were like, oh, we're recording this, so we have to like
that's
wear
true.
our tags so we
This
remember.
was the
who-
Oh,
first
yeah,
time we
okay.
ever recorded.
I'm pretty sure this was using that Dazzle.
Yeah.
Oh
we
man.
still use it
I
to
still
this
use
day.
Dazzle.
Yeah,
I use a Dazzle like on my shitty laptop.
Yeah. It's legit.
Yo, look at this combo.
Yeah, that was a good tech chase.
Oh, this is-
Wait, you
man.
still got
This is tight.
Yeah, this is tight.
Yo, look at this comeback.
tight
Oh my
battle.
gosh.
Oh,
I'm getting up here.
up
Oh, I
tilt.
ran away. This was like before James like main Sheik.
Yeah, this is
I think
when
this-
you were the Sheik.
I was the Sheik, yeah.
You were Bert Gaming Sheik.
So what
Yeah.
year was this about?
2009.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Does it have metadata? And
Oh, wow.
man.
That was so good.
We have
Really?
it
man.
Yeah.
like June 1st, 2009.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
mean, I only have like 3 things.
Still, you should put those up on YouTube.
I'm way too lazy to do that shit.
Yeah,
Send them
just
to me.
pass it to me like on a flash drive next time we see each other, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, and this one we just, I guess, like recorded for a long time.
How long's the?
My tag is Dome.
Yeah. I think that was just like a buzzword at the time. That's just like a cool word.
It was when I found out that giving head could be called Dome, and I thought it was
Like a Lil Wayne like quote kind of thing.
Oh, this is that young Game & Watch. So this is when you were at TCNJ,
Yeah.
and I used to come and sleep on that shitty air mattress.
I don't even remember
And
that.
you had those 2 dudes that were like illegally living in your.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had 2 black dudes living in my dorm, and they were like, "Yeah, we didn't pay, but like, can you just leave our room door unlocked? Because no one's living in there." I'm just like, "All right." And then one of the guys found out that I like produced like hip hop beats, and he happened to be a rapper, and then we just started like making songs together. It's hilarious.
Like we would always like be playing like random music while we were playing,
Yeah.
and like we'd look outside and those dudes would just be like dancing.
That was the best.
Like you wonder why QERB eats all these foxes. It's because of these grind sessions.
Yeah,
Dude.
This is pretty
Dude, I feel like I made Aaron good against Falcon because like I can't beat his Game & Watch's Falcon anymore.
Dude, no one can. Actually, Smuckers
Yeah.
can sometimes, but I win most of them still.
I feel like you only lose to Smuckers when you're trying to swag. Like I feel like if you
Yeah.
just
But
like
you have to swag to beat Smuckers. It's
I
like
agree.
It's like a
I-
gentleman's
I-
agreement. Yeah, you make that you both have to swag when you play.
for sure. But I feel like if you just like
Like
nared him every single time he was off the stage,
it's actually
like you do
to me,
sometimes the replay and I can't take a stock.
Yeah,
Then, like-
his recoveries can be pretty tricky though sometimes.
True.
But I think I overthink them, and it's actually a lot simpler than it should be.
No, man, Falcon's recovery is pretty good.
No.
Dude, it's so hard to edge guard. Really,
Yeah.
holy shit, man. So
You
hard.
have to. You should hit him before he gets the chance to weave. Just like, oh wow, that chair was so good. I should do that.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
wow. That 42 minutes of you guys just playing.
Dude, we have so many of these.
Did you guys go back and analyze this back then, or you just kind of did it?
No.
No, we were way
I
too
don't think
lazy.
we ever won.
Instead of analyzing, we would just be like, yo, want to keep playing?
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, why would you analyze? You could just play.
Yeah.
I feel like a good balance of doing both is probably the best, most efficient way to get better. But it's like when you don't always get to see each other like in person, especially in college, and it's like, why would you not spend that time playing? I don't know.
Analyzing is for try-hard nerds.
Yeah.
Like Frank.
What? I never analyzed a match. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you analyze. What is this?
When Frank watches his own matches, he just says like, "I suck," and then that's his analysis.
Yeah, that's it.
He like analyzes it, and it's like,
Wait, what's that? JFlex
No, I would
1.8?
never watch the
yeah,
videos
I
that
think
I
this
lose.
is me and
I only watch the
Jay
videos I win.
Flex having a fest. This is like I randomly recorded a couple of friendly sessions with Jay Flex, like January of 2015.
You used to do well against Flex and friendlies back then.
Yeah,
Yeah, what happened?
I feel like in friendlies I would still do well against him.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean like, and now it's different. I just like when he used to visit you at Hoboken.
Yeah,
the city's
the only thing is
farther
like, yeah, I never get to see him anymore.
now. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Like I used to be. There was one point where I felt like I couldn't lose to any Sheik besides James,
Yeah, you even started destroying my Sheik.
and
Like,
then it like went away. I have to bring that back. It was probably at the point where I had like your Sheik, Jay Flex's Sheik, and James to practice against.
at the same time, yeah.
Because I feel like that covers like all the styles of Sheik.
Yeah. I think Sheik. mhm. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. I'm down to wrap it up. I'm actually pretty hungry. I didn't eat dinner still, so
Oh shit.
yeah.
You should
Is there
wrap it
anything
up
else that you want to like
about
mention or something?
gaming philosophy.
Wait, what?
We should talk about our like ideologies and our philosophy.
All right, yeah, let's wrap it up with your ideologies of what Bert
Yeah.
taught you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so you're gonna have to
Like, what's our thing in BERT gaming?
Yo, isn't it that phrase like if we beat you, you're
yeah.
trash, and if you beat us, then you're alright or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like if you beat us, then you're pretty good, but if we beat you, then you suck or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, here's the official description. So if we beat you, you're nothing. Get good. If you beat us, you're
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That's like in a group somewhere. You wrote that down a while ago.
Yeah,
We
it's
used,
like our
in our
Facebook group.
like birth sessions when we would have like 7 or 8 of us at Frank's house. We would just always say that and laugh about it, and that was just kind of our like slogan, I guess.
Dude, we should talk about the BERT gaming cover photo. Like the other one?
I'm looking at it right now.
Not the one that you made. Remember the
Oh.
old one?
With Oscar.
No, the one that was just like, what was his name again? Ass Destroyer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. We should share the current cover for BERT Gaming.
Yeah,
Let me
let's see
share
this.
my screen real quick.
Oh, we also have a cool new logo coming.
Oh yeah, when you get these, when are these jackets coming out?
I think so. Bert actually has the jackets in hand already, but we're just waiting on like getting the logo done so we can like put the logo on whatever the word for that is.
Embroider it?
All right, you guys can look at my screen. I'm sharing the. Well, I guess it's just Chris who doesn't know, but
Yeah, I'm not Bert, but I'm privileged.
yeah, you're privileged right now.
See the
And all the
work.
stream viewers too, all 3 of them.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. Frank's is the best. All right.
Wait, we should show. Did you show him the Origins thing? I'm trying to find it right now.
Yeah, I thought it was the old cover photo.
Yeah, I can't look at the old cover photos.
Oh yeah, is it not like a thing anymore? Can we scroll through cover photos? I guess we can't. That's the only one.
Did somebody remove it? I would be so upset.
I don't think so.
No, it's in there. I just can't find it.
Oh, we have a bunch of pictures of like Aatrox's
Oh, there it
reaction
is.
after
There it
he
is.
lost his slocks and James.
Okay, I have it. Let me share my
Okay.
screen.
All right,
Okay.
looking at Frank.
Just kidding. Wait, I have to go to shit. How do I do this? I'll make a new window. There we go. Okay, here.
Frank, I miss you, man.
I miss you too.
Oh, easy. Something like
That was a cover photo for so long.
Probably for like at least like 3 years. It felt like.
Well, yeah, it's 2014.
Yeah.
That's actually what BOR stands for.
Yeah, Booty Warrior. That
That's
was,
something I didn't know.
yeah.
Oh, God.
It was a secret to many for a while, but then he revealed it on stream once at a Nebs.
It's a really good thing I discovered that I could change it to B-War.
Yeah.
Because if I was still entering tournaments as Booty Warrior, I would get a lot of weird looks.
I think it's fine. It's kind of funny. A lot of people understand like where it's from and stuff.
I like having old tags and stories for it.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, the only other thing before we leave then, Frank, how did you get your tag?
Oh, I watched
Yes,
Arrested Development.
Oh, Arrested
Just a
Development.
character from Arrested Development. My name was Frank, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it.
Arrested Development's a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went from Luigi to TSP. Actually, I entered the first ROM as TSP.
What does that stand for?
It stood for Tiger San Pedro. It was the name of a band Oh, no, I was in a jazz band in high school, and that was the name of the song that we played.
Frank, you are so bad at the trumpet.
No, dude, I got better, man. I got better. The first year I
Every
like.
time his band gives you Frank Clay, it'd be so bad.
No, I got a lot better, man. After the first year, I sucked the first year. Even Mr. Korea, he was like over one time during like the summer randomly. He was like, "Yeah, you sucked."
You were so bad.
Yeah, I was pretty bad. Oh my god.
Alright, guys, I think I need to dip. I'm starving like Marvin, you know?
Yeah, I gotta go.
It was fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I'll upload
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Chris.
Yeah, whoever
Yeah,
was
thanks,
streaming,
dude. It was fun.
Viewers, thanks
Yeah.
for watching. I guess we're having another one on Monday with Suicide Fox, and
Who are these people?
Yeah, who is
he's like
Suicide Fox?
2002 New Jersey.
Oh wow.
Holy, how did you track these people down, man? Like, that's.
We got Magus's friend Boo. Do you know him? He
I know Boo, yeah.
he was in New Jersey's first cruise, so he was able to contact him.
Oh, okay.
So we're
That's
gonna
nuts.
yeah. So next call will be about them, and then we'll have another call about the 64 scene, and maybe one more after. But yeah, if any of you
That's
guys
pretty
wanna
cool, dude.
We have a
talk with,
64
another group of
scene?
people, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day we'll get Mewtwo King.
Dream.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll get
You should be like, oh, hey, Mewtwo, we'll like sponsor you or something.
We'll give you a controller that can shield drop or something.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for everything.
Night.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Good night.